Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for giving us this honor. And on behalf, of course, Malaysia and our colleagues in ASEAN, I must thank you for your concern, for your empathy, and for your commitment to support this peace deal.
So to the backdrop of all that, before we get too black-pilled, let's talk about some of the good things that are happening right now. And you know, I always try to talk about the good things. I know there's a lot of people on the right that don't talk about the good things and are trying to break your brains and make everything depressing and everything else. But Donald Trump continues to rack up win after win after win after win. And we have to acknowledge it. We can't just make fun of these losers on the left. So listen to this from Fox News. Cambodia and Thailand on Sunday signed an expanded ceasefire deal that President Donald Trump helped broker over the summer, ending their border conflict. Trump threatened higher tariffs against both countries to push them into agreeing to end the fighting, which left dozens of people dead and hundreds of thousands displaced. The agreement requires Thailand to release 18 Cambodian soldiers held prisoner and for both countries to begin removing heavy weapons from the border. We did something that a lot of people said couldn't be done, Trump said. And yes, this is once again Donald Trump using American influence, not dropping bombs on people or making anyone live a different way, but using American influence in the most positive sense of that to get people to come to the table so that there is less violence, less displaced people, and less war and death, et cetera, et cetera. Here's Donald Trump mocking the freaks over at the UN.
I won't forget that day because it was one of the first wars that I got involved in, and I love doing it. It's like, I shouldn't say it's a hobby because it's so much more serious than a hobby, but it's something that I'm good at, and it's something I love to do. The United Nations should be doing this, but they don't do it. You know, they don't do it. They turned off my teleprompter when I made a speech. I had to make a speech without a teleprompter. They're good at that. The escalator wasn't working too well. It came to a complete halt.
I mean, even that, like, that he still has a sense of humor about these things. Yeah, at the General Assembly, they turned his teleprompter off. Yeah, they literally turned the escalator off as he and Melania got on there. And he's right. They're not good at making peace. They're actually really, really good at continuing the grift of war and siding with all the bad guys always. And Donald Trump, I'll give you a little more credit than you give yourself. It is your hobby. Your hobby is actually making peace. Your hobby is the thing you love, which is bringing people to the table and figuring out how everyone can walk away from the table, maybe not getting exactly what they wanted, but feeling good about whatever deal came to pass. Joseph pointed out to me that the guy's averaging one peace deal per month right now. He's been in office basically 8 months. India, Pakistan, Congo, Rwanda, Israel, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Serbia, Kosovo, Israel, Hamas, and Cambodia, Thailand. And here's the Prime Minister of Malaysia praising Trump.
Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for giving us this honor. And on behalf, of course, Malaysia and our colleagues in ASEAN, I must thank you for your concern, for your empathy, and for your commitment to support this peace deal. You personally did call both Prime Ministers to urge for a speedy peace settlement. The world needs leaders who promote peace strongly, and to achieve that, you have to break some rules, as you did today. When President arrived, he asked me to join him in the car. I said that's against the security and protocol rules, and he was delighted to break the rules. And I,
Nice ride.
it was a nice ride.
Guys, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm an expert in this part of the world and what it takes to make peace. But what you see right there out of the Prime Minister of Malaysia is, hey, Donald Trump thinks about things a little bit differently. And he sat down with us and he hopped in the car and we talked about it. And everybody's better off for that. And what do you think the world would be like right now if AutoPen or Cackling Kamala was in charge? Some of those deals that I just laid out right there, all of them would be raging, obviously, like obviously.